Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. In today's video, I will be diving into a spoiler-filled review of The Deliverance. If you're looking to decide whether this movie is worth watching, I previously done a spoiler-free review that you can check out. But if you haven't seen The Deliverance yet, I recommend holding off on watching this video to avoid any spoilers. Director Lee Daniels had some initial reservations about taking on this project. He admitted that 15 years ago he was nervous about making this film and wasn't sure if he wanted to do it. In another interview, Daniels shared that his goal was to create a story where the audience would become deeply invested in the characters. That way, when the horror elements kick in, viewers would be genuinely terrified for them. Daniels was so serious about the film's emotional and spiritual impact that he even brought in an apostle to set the daily to pray for the cast. Ebony's character is a powerful portrayal of someone battling inner demons that have haunted her since childhood. These traumas follow her into adulthood, manifesting through her struggles with alcoholism and complicated relationships with both her mother and the father of her children. Ebony is a character who has been through a lot, and it shows. She wears her pain openly, unable to fully mask the consequences of her past actions. Despite her tough exterior, Ebony is also a no-nonsense mother who won't hesitate to discipline her kids, which might have resonated with anyone who grew up with a strict parent. That aspect hit close to home for me, as it reminded me of my own mother, no-tolerance approach. Although Ebony tries her hardest to be a good mother, her unresolved past holds her back. The tension between her and her mother is palpable, with their harsh words reflecting a deeply strained relationship. Yet, despite the constant arguing, it's clear that Ebony loves her mother and needs her in her life. When her mother passed away, the grief on Ebony's face is heartbreaking, underscoring just how much she relied on their relationship. Ebony's journey toward healing doesn't begin in earnest until her children are taken away and she starts to find faith, something she initially resists, especially when she wanted that cross removed from the wall. I was so surprised to learn that the character of Alberta, Ebony's mother, was entirely a creation of Lee Daniels. Alberta's character is one of faith and strength despite her battle with cancer. She helps Ebony with the kids and maintains a confident, even flirtatious demeanor, especially with the nurse who catches her eye. Alberta's sharp criticism of Ebony's catfish cooking is something that felt all too real, like something my own mother might say. Now, her outfit choices and that Halle Berry wig added an extra layer of personality that I didn't mind at all. The relationship between the mother and daughter was intense and often harsh, and unfortunately they brought this tension into the home, setting a poor example for the children, and they witness this on a daily basis and it affects them in every way. Child, let's talk about Cynthia, the social worker. She was quite something from the start. She seemed to judge Ebony harshly, but does she have the right to? The way Cynthia sat on that recliner chair and then disrespect Ebony's mother not once but twice in her home, I think I would have gone to jail. When Cynthia told her story about her son, it gave that emotional aspect of Cynthia, letting her guard down a little bit, but overall she felt like Ebony was taking advantage of her own children. When the social worker comes to the home, they will be all up in your business. And Cynthia didn't have any sympathy for Ebony. I wish that we saw Cynthia a little bit more, especially when she witnessed Andre climbing up the wall. I'm like, Cynthia, I'm not going back there. Even the nurses said the same thing, like, hell no, like, I'm not going back there after I sat there and witnessed what happened. I enjoyed The Deliverance. It's a story that is about a personal demons and the horror of the possession, as is about the very real struggles of family dynamics, making it a deeply engaged watch. It does have a little bit of the similarities to the religious horror stories, but this one's add a little twist to make it more different than the rest of the films. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this movie. I would love to hear your thoughts about it. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Make sure you like and subscribe, and until then, see you later.